How to open to your dreams, my darlings. We rather like that title. We rather like that concept. And we are most pleased to be able to share with you our vision of what you can do to open to your dreams. Now, the first step is going to sound rather silly to you, but it's a pivotal step that a lot of people miss. The first step is to have a dream, to visualize, to feel, to sense, to imagine what it is that you would love to do, to move past the verbiage that says why you can't, to move past the considerations that tell you it's not possible, and have the courage to dream a dream of what you would like to have happen in your life. My darlings, you would be astounded if you could see from our vantage point the number of individuals on this planet who barely get two thoughts into a dream before they slam it shut, knock it down, and kick it out of their brain because they were told they couldn't. They were told they shouldn't. They were told it wasn't fair. They were told no one's ever done that. They were told no one in our family can do that. They were told they were too dumb to do it, too smart to do it, too kind to do it, too mean to do it, too whatever to do it. Now, most of you who come to our show and listen to the Gregory are people who have dared to dream. You are individuals who dare to think beyond the limits of what your society says is acceptable. But even for you, sweet ones, we watch you start to head into a bigger dream than you've already dreamed, get scared and shut it down. We've watched you begin to think something, and then the status quo mentality steps in and squashes the dream. So the first step in having a dream is to have one, is to let the inklings of possibility seep through into the corners of your mind, and then nurture the possibilities and the potentialities. Play with the improbable and the impossible and the unexpected. Dance with it. Let it show you how it feels to be in that fun place. We have watched Bobby be walking on the river trail, and she'll be off in a daydream, and it's just a fantastical daydream of joy and beauty and talking and manifesting and speaking her truth and telling people what she thinks and having things happen. And then she'll just laugh and say, oh, my goodness. Well, not so much now, but a lot in the past. Well, that's sure not a reality dream, often a daydream. Daydreams are wonderful, wonderful things to play with, my darlings. So many of you had in your childhood, it was squashed when people said, stop daydreaming. Get down to reality. Be realistic. Stop letting your mind wander. Take care of the tasks at hand. It's not that you don't want to take care of the day-to-day tasks, but appreciate the daydreamings, because that's when the mind is tripping into na-na land. That's when it's having fun. That's when it's awakening to possibilities. And when you stay in that place, when you allow that place, you can create things like Disneyland, because Walt Disney allowed himself to play a lot in daydreams and fantasies and possibilities. Edison played a lot with fantasies and possibilities. Yogananda used to spend great amounts of time being in that meditative space that allows visions to come forth. There are many, many great masters that we could go on infinitum that play with the possibilities of opportunities of awakening. So the first step, my darlings, is to have a dream. The second step is to notice the thoughts that come up that tell you why you can't have your dreams. Now, for some of those thoughts, you're just going to tell them to go away. That's silly, I can too. But for others that feel really powerful, especially the ones that feel like this is too scary, you're going to explore them. You're going to look at them and see whether or not that information is accurate. Because the egoic mind, its job is to help you stay safe. It's a wonderful fail-safe that we have implanted in you to help you navigate the human world. But when it's in charge as if it knows more than Spirit knows, that's when you run into problems, because it says, well, if you get that popular, nobody you know will like you. If you make that much money, nobody you know will want to be around you. If you have that kind of success, you could end up a drug addict like so-so and so-so and so-so. If you, what are some of the other things? If you do that, you could fail, and then you'd be really miserable because you would have tasted success and then known what it was to fail. So the egoic mind does its best to keep you small and safe because it can control small and safe. But that isn't where the juice of life is, my darling. There's a wonderful book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And it talks about jumping from a small fishbowl into a big fishbowl and all of the challenges that you will feel, the way the egoic mind will try to get in the way, and some of the techniques to move beyond that. Another book by Pritchett is U Squared, Y-O-U with a 2 there, squared. And it's a very small book about moving beyond your limitations and into the possibilities that are available to you. There's a book called Start with Why, W-H-Y, to explore why you can, why it's a good idea, why are you doing this, why, what is it about this that draws you forward. There are so many wonderful texts out there being developed every day by individuals who have played with the possibilities and the opportunities to grow yourself. And if you will begin to look into how to move past the fears and the considerations, how to move past those self-limiting beliefs, many times our physical friends will tell us, Gregory, I can't. My husband won't let me. My wife won't let me. My children won't let me. My job won't let me. My society won't let me. I can't do this because. And here's a secret we want you all to know that some of you aren't going to like a whole lot. When you allow the fear in you to take hold, and when you feed that fear, it gets big enough to manifest out in the world as the people, places, and things you know showing you why you can't. You believe that they are the ones creating that fear because they're the ones holding you back. But it is your fear manifest outside of you for you to look at, for you to see, for you to go, that's what my fear looks like. Do I want it to take hold? Do I want that to give me credibility? Do I want to give it credibility? And do I want it to define me? So when you notice that that's a picture of what your fear looks like outside of you, it's easier sometimes to say no to those outside of you. I will do this. And if you need to be able to see the fear outside in the form of them so you can say no to it, we applaud that. But when you look at it and believe they're the ones stopping you, we want you to know that's not the truth of it. For no one can stop you without your permission. No one can limit you without your permission. No one can make you play small unless you choose to play small. So, realizing your dreams, the first 3 steps we're giving you is, number 1, dream. Number 2, say no to the silly ones that you know are ridiculous when the limiting beliefs come up. Explore where the fears came from and what it's about so that you can find a reframe to it to say that's not true. And number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, realize that what you think is out there stopping you is your own fear manifest for you to look at so that you can choose whether or not you're going to let that rule you. So we think those are some very good steps to get you started on the path towards realizing your dreams. Because you all came here to play big. You came here to explore, to expand, to be the most that you could be. And we invite you to the possibilities, to play with the opportunities, to allow yourselves to be magnificent, to feel the fear and do it anyway, and transmute the fear into the excitement that is the same exact energy with a happier picture than fear. Energy is energy. You're the one who are putting the words to it and defining it. So when you feel fear, turn it into excitement. Change the picture from lack into fantastic opportunity. Be in that space that knows that you can move forward regardless of old patterning, thinking, and beliefs. Create new patterning, thinking, and beliefs, and step into the new dreams that you want to create here in your life right now in this very moment. Yes, yes, yes.